Hello everyone and welcome back to Shapes 2. Today we are mixing paints together. Alrighty, so I believe last time I said I was going to go ahead and rework my blueprints just to get them to be more organized. I said I wasn't going to make any, I was just going to organize them nicely. I kind of did that, but I did make a few of them. So let's go ahead and we press on our blueprints tab. I put them into some nice little folders down here so they're quickly accessible. So if we go ahead and look in our actual blueprints inventory, you can see that I have made some one floor blueprints, which just make shapes on one floor, such as a first floor miner, first floor painter, and then second floor, third floor, third floor. Basically, if I only need to make one floor of stuff, I can pick which floor I want, and then I have miners and painters for that. I also went ahead and put all of my 3-floor blueprints together. And these are the ones that, make 3 floors at a time. So we got the paint mounting platform, the painting, the pin pusher, stacker, and swappers. I also went ahead and put a folder in here for mining platforms. I could have got away with doing one mining platform, but I figured since we have to rotate these so many times, I went ahead and just put some rotators in some of these blueprints. So we've got one that goes, just mining the shape, rotates it right, rotates it left, and rotates it 180 degrees. Just so we have all of the mining capabilities without having to edit the mining platforms every 7 seconds. So there we go. There's all the blueprints done. And as you can see, we put them down here so we can access our folders quite nicely so we don't have to go into the blueprint menu every time. Also, as you can see, a whole bunch of these tasks got done because, I was just sitting here designing blueprints. So let's go ahead and claim this. Operator level first. Claim one of you. And also, you can click this, and it just takes you there. I didn't know that, but I do now. So we can go ahead and claim you, you, and you. Alright, perfect. Looks like the green circles are done. This one we just have to add, it looks like another square on top. And then this one we have to add another circle. That should be pretty simple. But let's go claim our milestone first. Color mixing. We have unlocked the color mixer, we have 1,000 new platform limits, and we have 7 new tasks. Dear God, as if I wasn't behind on tasks already. I feel like this episode is going to be very task heavy, but then again, I looked ahead here. There's only 3 in the next one, and then for final qualification, there's nothing. So we don't need to be like super hardcore on the tasks, but we do need to be, we need to do some of them at least. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and we have more operator levels to claim because these are coming in. 3 more. Wow, we're top 28% now. Looking good. All right, so why don't we go ahead and get started on these 3 pin tasks. Then we'll get started on milestone 8 stuff, and then we can go pin the other tasks that we need and get started while this is being made. So let's try to get this circle one done. That one should be pretty simple. We just have to stack another circle on top. As you can see, we've already done this before, so we just have to build another stacker platform. We can get that stacker out of our nice folder here. Look at that. And let's see. Top side. This needs to go on the bottom. Actually, it really doesn't matter because it's all circles. Okay, well, never mind. And that should work, hopefully. Let's see what this thing says. Yep, triple stack circles. That should be good to go on this task. I guess we'll find out here in like 15 minutes when this inevitably doesn't end up working and I forget about it. Next task, let's go get the minions started. All we need to do is make blue spikes and stack them on top of each other. Also, this is an absolute disgrace, so we're going to cut this out. Also, doesn't matter the direction because they're just getting stacked together. And we need to grab our pin pusher as well, just so we can pin push those, right? Because this needs to be... the spikes are not pin pushed, but the bottom one is. Okay, good to know. So where did I put the spikes? I know there's somewhere down here in 2B. Here we go. Right here. Perfect. All right, let's grab our mining platform. Now, since this is already on the right side, we don't need to rotate them. We just need to cut them. And unfortunately, I didn't make blueprints for cutting stuff on the mining platform. Maybe I should have. That probably would have been smart. But maybe I'll just like add a simple little cutting platform that just does all 3 sides, because that seems to be the better solution because, I mean, we already have to do this to get the shapes out. So if we just piped these 2 and this one into a cutting platform, then, it's basically this exact same size. Maybe I'll do that when I actually end up needing it more than once. But for now, we just need to paint these blue. Guess what? We need to rotate it. Maybe I should just go ahead and bite the bullet and make rotating platforms. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, well, I said I wasn't going to make any platforms off camera, so we're doing them on camera. Here we go. Cue the time-lapse. Don't cue the time-lapse. I just had an idea. Rotators are simple. They don't take up space at all. We have 99 research points. Let's try something stupid, shall we? Let's unlock wires. Logic gates and probably... do we I don't think I need anything else other than maybe logic gates. I'm going to try to make a setup that we just press a button or something, and it will tell you, and it will like switch rotation. I don't know how this is going to work out, but hopefully it will. Okay, so I need to learn how to do wires now, so this will be a bit interesting. Dude, is this worth doing?
No, it isn't.
Maybe I'll figure it out someday, but for now, let's just claim these and move on with our life, because golly, man, that's ridiculous. Maybe I'll just make all the rotating platforms like, yeah, just make them rotate. It's not that hard. See, this is what I mean when I wanted to try to do it, because this is all it takes to rotate an entire belt worth. We just need to figure out how to get the belts to, you know, go with signals. So maybe I'll try to figure that out later, but for now, let's just give up. There's our counterclockwise rotator, and now we are making the top one. So now, simply, we have to run this in to the other side, which is all the way up here. All right, yep, that should now make what we want, assuming the reader actually shows up properly. So we're going to assume this is good. It looks like this is functional. So now let's go to this one. Okay, so we just need to double pin the opposite squares. That shouldn't actually be that difficult. And then that should make, yeah, there we go. That's basically it. That's not too bad. Wait, where'd my train folder go? Oh, I never actually put it down there. Okay, well, I have a folder for trains, by the way. We got one with 1, and we got one with 2. It's not that complicated. Boom, boom, boom. Those are done. Looks like we've accumulated 94 research points as well now, so let's upgrade all of the speeds here. Belt, cutting, stacking. Nice. Should I hold out on the vortex? Because, I mean, we're not really inputting into the vortex right now. Yeah, I think we hold out on the vortex, and maybe we just unlock the rest of this research in here, because why not, right? We're gonna eventually need this for probably the end game stuff, so we'll go ahead and unlock those two right now as well, just to have some extra wires in case I do end up making that wired rotator. Oh, and these need to be rotated. If only I had something to rotate, huh? That would be convenient, wouldn't it? All right, well, you know what? Let's just do this the easy way. You know, I also could just like save that as a blueprint, and then I just have rotators like that, and I just place them on whatever platform I need. It's like half of these platforms, there's enough space to cut them out, like to cut out the extra belts and add rotators. Maybe I'll do that instead. All right, well, I guess we can work on milestone 8. And also we need to figure out how paint mixing works. Why don't we do that first? All right, well, here we go. Paint and a color mixer. Oh, dear God, it's huge. How much throughput does it have? How many buildings this type of fluid launcher can supply or consume? So it looks like 2. 2 per belt. Buildings per fluid launcher? Per fluid launcher? Oh, I know why it's measured in fluid launchers. Because this is 1 full drill's worth. Okay, so we're going to need 8 of these on a platform. That's going to be fun. Oh, God. How many floors is this? Okay, well, will we be able to put this on a 1x1 platform? I don't know. We're about to find out. Okay, am I really just going to design this entire thing without ever actually mixing fluids? Yes, I am. Perfect. That is a nice blueprint. Okay. So as you can see, I got a little confused here at the end when this was rotated, but then I realized I could just flip it so we can actually output the correct paint from both top and bottom, and the input paints come from the sides. All right, cool. I also went ahead and put a little fluid tank in here. It kind of looks like an eye in the center. It's kind of nice. All right, well, anyways, let's go ahead and save this. Actually, not yet. We need to copy-paste it to all 3 floors. Now that is what I call a painting platform. Wow. All right, now if we go ahead and go down to our little blueprints tab, 3-floor blueprints, it's right here. Paint mixer. Awesome. All right, well, paint mixing's done, and as you can see, those 2 side tasks that I just worked on aren't working. Yeah, I figured that would happen. What is the problem? Let's go troubleshoot. I never plugged it in. Typical, but that looks to be correct. Yep, looks like it. Okay, well, yeah, maybe if we plugged it into the train. I think I did something similar over here. It's just too small. What? Oh, I guess we only need 1 pin. All right, well, that's an easy fix. Let's just chop that out like that, and then there we go. Complete this task. remove it from the world as we no longer need it. Also, it looks like I've just got some random thing here. What is this? I have no idea. Maybe we need to do a little bit more cleanup than I thought. Shall we start working on the milestone? Or actually, let me go pin all the other tasks first. Bonk, 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 and bonk. Ooh, what's going on down here? I do not know. Okay, let's ignore it. Ah, yes, these are all legacy shapes. I remember this. Master Chief with cat ears, bombs, and targets. I remember making those. Oh, and the logo. Oh, the Shapes 1 logo. I remember making these. Let's go not do some tasks because that looks daunting. Let's instead do the milestone. Yay. Okay. We need yellow, blue, purple, stacked squares, spikes. Jesus Christ. I think we need all the colors. So we're going to need all 3 colors, squares, and spikes. So let's go try to find a place in the void where that exists. Oh, right. I forgot to mention, you may have noticed this right here, unnamed marker. I was chilling while I was making blueprints, and I noticed this. Now, this doesn't look too special until you head back over here to milestone 5. It's this shape right here. So all we need to do is get spikes and paint them blue. But lo and behold, there's spikes and there's blue. So this is probably going to be the new milestone 5 location. I think we'll get that set up a little bit later though. Let's get these milestones going first. All right, I think I may have found it. Minus 2C. Right here we've got half squares, which we can merge together into full squares, since we need full squares to actually make this shape. We've got spikes, same thing we can do with that. We've got green, red, and blue. Hopefully there'll be enough paint here. I'm going to assume there is. All right. Milestone, molestone, and there we go, milestone 8. First of all, we need to rework the squares. I think I'm gonna make squares. I mean, I don't really have a choice. It's gonna have to be right here in the center. So right here it is. Okay, so if I remember my blueprints correctly, we're going to need a 3rd floor rotated to the left. Nope, wrong way. We're gonna make a cutting platform because we need one. Do we want it to go this way? Yeah, probably. We'll just have it like that. Is this gonna be another blueprint? Probably. Oh well. Let's call this a half destroyer. And this side, though, we're going to have to rotate. All right, and, you know, I think I am just going to go ahead and bite the bullet here, and I'm just going to go ahead and save this after I copy it onto 3 floors. All right, we rotated that. And now, all we have to do is simply run these into a stacking platform, like so. And that will be our full squares, which then we run into a swapper platform, which then will get turned into the quarter ones. Perfect. Okay, and that's 3 full belts of that. Yeah. That's a little bit of processing, but hey, that's okay. So now we need to acquire yellow, and yellow is going to be green and red. Oh, this is very exciting. We get to use our new paint mixer for the first time. Alrighty, let's do it. Paint mixer going down. That was the wrong way. Yeah, let's go. And then we can take a space pipe and run it into here. And that should turn into yellow squares, assuming the paint will get here in a timely manner. Red's already here, green's gonna be a while. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and add a train station. We're gonna be ending up moving this train station every 7 seconds anyway, so I'm not really gonna be worried about getting it in a nice place. And then we gotta run this into the vortex. Perfect. All right, that should be our westbound train line as well. I guess it's eastbound, but it's on the west side. Whatever, close enough. Okay. Anyways, operator level. And some tasks as well. Got that part done, and we got that part done. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint that blue, because that should be easy, right? Surely. Yeah, I mean, this will be pretty simple. All we really have to do is just, again, paint it blue. So we just put a painting platform down. And then that's it. Easy enough. All right, minion is next. We have to have a circle on top. All right, yeah, that's pretty simple. Mine circles, run them in, put them on the stacker. Life is good. How on earth am I going to get pins there? Yeah, I have no idea. Oh. There's an error in my blueprint that I did not notice until now. Yikes. Well, we're going to have to change that. I've used them elsewhere, and I probably should go look for them. But at this point, I don't think it's going to be worth it. I don't think I've used it at any of my main tasks. I guess I can just go check just to be sure. Milestone 6 is also only 2 belts. Dang it, dude. Are we going to have to rework Milestone 6 as well? Man, we're just going to have to rework all of the milestones at some point, and I don't know when that's going to happen. Well, I guess we'll find out later. Okay, anyways, let's go get the blue spikes as well. Down here in milestone 8. You know what? I should be able to just copy this. And then that should theoretically end up with what we need here. Now, technically, this isn't efficient because there's 2 spikes here and we are using, you know, more than we need, but I don't care. Ta-da! And that should be this done. Okay, well, now we should probably work on some other tasks, right? We're already up to 91 research points already. Dear Lord. Should we get train capacity and train speed? I already did, so lol. I guess we can upgrade train capacity and get that maxed out too. Which one looks cool? Should we do like the, oh, I know. Let's go do all 3 legacies today. at least get these 3 done, and then we can start working on the other ones. So let me copy this shape here. Spikes, circles, and all 3 colors. Ah, would you look at that? Circle, spikes, and all 3 colors. Yeah, that works for me. Well, let's get that started. Well, which one actually is that? I have no idea. It's the yellow circles. Okay, that's pretty easy. I think we all know the drill from here. Get it? Because we're drilling paint from the paint miner. Haha. And ta-da! Alright, yellow circles are in. We also got this part of the minions done, so I guess we should probably go work on that since we already got that going, and that's coming in. Alright, minions, back to you. We need half blue circles. There's half circles up here, so I'm tempted to just mine them up here. Alright, well, there's our blue bottom circles. Anyways, let's not forget to put down the train station this time. And that should be that part of the minions done. Now, it looks like our milestone has completed, so we could go work on that, or I could go get started on another one of the tasks, which I kind of want to do, because these tasks are going to go probably pretty fast. There's no point really sitting around, you know. Should we do the Master Chief with cat ears, or the targets next? You know what? Let's do targets. Oh, you can pin that? Oh, well, why am I pinning these other ones then? Let's just pin the end. Anyways, we need a lot of circles. We need to be able to get 4 full belts of circles, and we need all 3 dies. So we're going to need a lot of circles and all 3 dies. Oh, God, here we go. Hey, look at that. Is there enough circle here? Oh, 100% there is. All right, well, that was easy. The first one, I believe, is just... It's not white. It's just normal. The real question is, are all subsequent ones? Yeah, white. Okay, so that's going to be a bit fun. Do we have enough color down here? I guess we'll find out, won't we? I just had a thought. For this, can we run 2 of those? Yep, okay. Yep, this is inefficient. I figured it would be. I figured. Dang it! We're going to have to make a splitter and then run 2 of these or something? God dang it. Or we just bite the bullet and double it up. So the explanation behind why this is the way it is, this will do a full 12 belts. But as you can see, we technically have 24 belts here. So what we need to do is we need to basically copy this and put it in twice. Okay, this is a little bit janky, but I think it's going to work. So let's do that. And now we have to get the lines to merge in again somehow. So that's going to be fun. So I finally actually figured out why I'm doing this. I tried to explain this about 18 different times. I think we got it now. So basically, this right here turns a full 12 belts of squares into a full 12 belt of corners. Now this is inefficient because the other halves are sitting on the belts. They're not getting deleted. They're just there. So we could technically get 24 belts out of it, which is what this is. Now the reason I did all that is so we can make targets more efficiently. Since we have a full circle here, what we can do is we can take our newfound blueprint and we can run it into here like this, which will end us up with 6 full space belts, also known as 24 belts of this, which is good because we need that to get the actual targets because, you know, this is a full circle. And if we were doing it the old way, we would only be getting half, so we'd have to mine more circles. This is a fully custom setup only for this task, and I kind of regret doing that. So this needs to be painted red, so we can run that into a painter, like so, and then we run red into there, and there should be some red right here. There is. Okay, I was going to get really mad, but we're good because we'd have to paint this white anyway. This would only be beneficial for the first step, not the subsequent ones. Once that gets painted red, we'll be good to go, and the first target will be done. Oh my god, that was a mess. Let's go claim this task, which is now completed, so we can go ahead and remove this entire area. Alright, so now that we've gotten rid of that, we got another task to claim, which is the yellow circle right here, which we need to stack on top of a red spike. I guess we can go do that. Let's claim some operator points. Top 22%, moving up in the world. Anyways, red spike should be pretty easy. There's literally red right here, and there's literally spikes right here. Yep, do not forget to hook it back up to the train. Why do I keep doing this? So, I think with that being done, let's go ahead and start on the milestone just for a little bit here. I just had a thought, right? We made the double throughput swapper platform with the specific reason that we were making more than we needed, right? Because right here, this is technically making only 12 belts, but we could be making 24 belts because we have full squares. And since we already need more squares, let's replace this with that. Now this will stay the same, but this side we can use to pin push and then stack on top of the yellow ones, which we can literally just do right here. Now, I did have to think about that for quite a bit of time, but this should theoretically work just fine. And that's not correct because we need to rotate it. Aw, rats. Okay, well, guess what? We have to do this stupid rotating thing again. Oh, I'm getting really sick of this rotating stuff, you know. You know what? We're doing it. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, what am I going to do about these just sitting here? Well, we're going to make a new folder. We're going to call it rotators. Because I'm annoyed at rotators. Now, I could also place a platform down and place these on that platform if I so choose to, but for now, I think we're fine. In that meantime, we got one of our target tasks completed. Claim, and now we have to paint the other side white. Let's go ahead and do that while this is going in, and then we'll come back. And then we'll come back and we'll paint the spikes purple. I think that's magenta. I don't care. All right, so here we are over here in Target Land. Now, this side we can actually just take out like this and then paint it white. We don't even need to do that. We can move this back, and we just put another painter down. We're probably going to end up needing a lot of white. So hopefully I actually have enough. I guess we're about to find out, though. All right, and that will be one paint mixer that will make yellow, and then we send the yellow over to this blue area over here. No, we send it over to this red. Yeah, this red is where we actually make white, and then white should come out from here. I guess we'll find out when we come back here and it's not working properly. Yes, we always figure things out around here, apparently. Okay, that should be white paint. We'll come back and take a look at this in a second here, but let me just get this connected, so then maybe it'll actually just end up working. We got our minion task completed, so we can claim that, and now we have to go pin push the blue part. Right here, all we have to do theoretically is just place a pin pusher. That's not how that's supposed to work. How on earth do you get the eyes up there? La 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 la. Yeah, what? I'm so lost. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you pin push the thing on top of it. Oh, I think we need a dummy. The pin goes on the bottom, right? So if we pin push this and then we stack it on top of this, I think that would work. Okay. You know, that's a bit weird, but it works out, because then what we do is we just simply stack that on top, and since we know that the layer limit exists, it's just going to get rid of the top two parts and make what we need. Yeah, look, there you go. Simulation's already caught up. Wow, okay, that's kind of cool. Also, going to be kind of a problem, because if we ever have to end up doing that for a multi-shape maker, or whatever that thing is, it's going to be a long day. Is our white working? Oh! Why is it so glowy? Look at that, dude. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and make this. Where's our spikes at? What color are they right now? Blue? Yay, red. Ta-da. And then that's a bit weird, but it's fine. And then this should get turned into magenta, painted, and then sent off. But that's going to take a little while to spin up. 60? Jesus Christ. Here, are bombs done? No, we're not. We need to add another spike on top. Okay, well, that should be pretty simple. All right, now that should make spikes, I think. Tardar. Lardy-dee, lardy-do. And that should be that completed. All right, so bombs are back up and running. This should be going. Targets, I think we're working on them. The white should have arrived by now, right? Oh, yeah, it has. Oh, beautiful, dude. Unfortunately, we're going to have to copy this setup 3 times, so that's going to be a bit weird, but I'm sure we'll have the space for it. Totally not gonna mess that up. Should we get started on the Master Chief with cat ears? Probably. We need green spikes. Ah, here we go. 4B looks pretty good. It's got circles. We got some kind of spikes, green, red, and blue. All right. First up, we need the actual green one. Bam! Simple as that. Yep, ta-da, easy game. Okay, why don't we now pick another task to work on? Or we just go upgrade our milestones. I'm really tempted to do that. Yep, let's do it. I'm upgrading milestone 4 first. You need to be 3 belts. Now, this should be theoretically quite easy. Bam! Alright, milestone 4 is fixed. And in the meantime, we did get a couple of our things done. So, we can mark milestone 4 as done. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to remember all of this, but we're just going to go through the list, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, we got that one done, and we also got minions done completely, which is very good. So why don't we go find our minion land and then remove the whole thing. Alright, goodbye, minions. That was an interesting project. Minions was an interesting one. Just because you had to do stuff with the layer limit, but I mean, it was pretty neat. Okay, anyways, it looks like this is about to get done as well, so let's try to speed runs through a couple of these things, most specifically targets. We just need to make a second whole white die maker. Man, this target shape is going to be using a lot of platform limit, but it's fine. All right, and there was the purple ones done. So we're almost done with the targets, though. All we have to do is rework this train line, obviously. All right, so now that I lost my train of thought while working on the train line, all we have to do really is, this is another line of white, so we send this into this side. We need to send another line of red over to here. Now we should be able to just do like that. Yep, looks like it. Just got to mine some more red. And luckily for me, that's exactly what we're doing right here. I just have to line it up properly. But there we go. That should be this done. Now all we have to do is we need to place another platform down so we can rotate it. All right, we rotate it like such, and then we send it into a yet another stacking platform. Yeah, this is where the fun's going to begin. Now we need to make sure that these are in fact oriented correctly, although I don't think it actually matters, because if we rotate it, it's just going to be the same thing, just weird? Maybe? I don't know. Honestly, we're just going to kind of send it in and then hope that it works. And if it doesn't, we'll come back here. But man, this is getting ridiculous. And this is half of it. We need to do this again. Anyways, we got 2 tasks to claim. We got bombs, and we got the first part of the Master Chief Gaddiers. Boom, boom. Now we have to stack a circle on that. We need to paint that white, and yeah. But why don't we go ahead and get milestone 8 started, since that is technically the priority here. And since we're not going to get a lot of tasks next time anyways, I think it would be fine if we end the episode with a bunch of tasks remaining. I would like to get, of course, these 3 done, obviously. Said that about 4 times already, but, you know, it still applies. All right, so anyways, now we need to paint this into white. So we've got blue and red. We just need green. Man, I am not very efficient about my platform limit, but, like, honestly, we got 11,000 or so. I don't think it matters that much. All right, so purple goes in there. Green's coming over from here. That will mix together to form white, and then this belt will get turned into white, which then I believe just gets stacked on top, right? Yes. Since we don't need any pin pushers, we can literally just stack these squares in the white on top of each other, and that will work out just fine. Sweet. Does it matter which one goes on the top? Yes, the white ones have to go on the top. Is this the top? No. Okay, so white goes on top, this goes on the bottom. That should stack together just nicely. Go straight in and call it good. Of course, we'll come back to check on that when it inevitably doesn't work, because that would be not convenient. And anyways, we got 117 more research points. So let's first upgrade vortex inputs. This one technically isn't very useful, but I don't care. I think, honestly, let's just like get as many of these research upgrades as we can, so we just have everything available to us. Colored trains is cool. They don't do much, but they do exist. And let's unlock these 2 platforms as well. All that's left is Foundation 4, which is a 3x3. I don't even know if I'm going to end up using those, but we'll have them. And then all that's left to do is upgrade belts and vortex input, and then we're done. Wow. Okay. I want to make this one white. Let's make a white train. Haven't done that before. Yay. Now, I would assume that these can all merge onto the same line, correct? And it all looks like it works just fine. Okay, now let's go check up on everything. Looks like targets are not working. That's probably because the white hasn't arrived yet. That's true. How about bombs? Oh no, we just haven't even painted these white yet. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty. And then that should make white, and we pop this down to here, like that, and that should just work. Bam! Alright, that should be bombs done, and then all we have to do is put in a pin pusher to get that other part done. Okay, so that's good. Targets, how are we doing? Is the white arrived yet? Just about. Alright, looks like we're stacking them together. Cool. I think the targets will work out just fine. Okay. Master Chief with cat ears. We need to stack some circulars on top of this. Wow, I actually stacked something on top of itself the right way this time. Now let me make sure there's no pins under there. There isn't. Okay, good. Ta-da! And that's this one done. Now the next step is to paint that green, and that's going to be very simple as there's green right here. So why don't we go ahead and get the infrastructure in place, and then we just have to, you know, connect everything. Top 19% now, looking good. Now what? Oh yeah, I know. Let's upgrade another milestone. Milestone 4 has been upgraded. Milestone 5, you're next. Let's go to here and actually build a 3-belt system of this. Awesome. Ta-da! Would you look at that? That is much nicer. Now, unfortunately, the spike processing factory is quite large because there's only quarter spikes in this kind of region. So, yeah, we had to settle for that, but that's okay. Anyways, it looks like red's coming in to paint our spikes that are just about to arrive. Up here, we're getting our squares made just fine, stacked on top of each other in the correct order, and sent in with a green train this time. Nice. Now let me actually remove this marker. Actually, let's go there and get rid of it. This is the real milestone 5, so we're going to have to edit it. Now these need to be blue, so we replace these with B's instead of R's. There we go. And that's the real milestone 5. Top 18%, we are still moving up in the world, and let's go check milestone 5 as it is, or milestone 8? Oh my god, it looks like it isn't actually done yet. Ah, yes, because I've put the belt in the wrong place. Now, is this the shape we want? Ah, wow, it is. Wow, crazy. Maybe if I, didn't place the belt wrong, then, everything would work better. But, here we are. Look at all of that milestone 8 coming in. Alright, so 4's done, 5's done, 8 is done, 6 isn't? Where's 7? 7, I think, is already 3 belts. Alright, well, let's fix up milestone 6 next. Now, what actually is milestone 6 here? Okay, so it's a weird checker pattern of this, and then doubled up that. Okay, so that's not hard, so let's fix the checker pattern first. Basically, the setup that we had for the double square mining that we used in milestone 8, we can also use down here in milestone 6, so here we go. And just like that, that is now 3 belts of this. Now, we didn't have to do the whole... We didn't have to use our new 2x2 blueprint, let's see, the double throughput swapper, because there's only one side with the actual emerald on it. So this should now theoretically make it correctly. Is it stacked right? I don't know, because the orientation does matter, because there's one piece that's out of sync, so we're going to have to check if this is actually stacked up right. So that isn't right. We actually need to rotate this one more time. Oh, I bet this is 180 degrees, isn't it? Yeah, that would probably do it. Let's put a 90-degree rotator in there. How about? So now we go run over to the other parts of this process. It looks like our tasks are done, but I just want to get this done, so let's go do it. And yeah, this all needs to go. This is ridiculous. And is it already in the correct orientation? Just about. We need to rotate it clockwise, and since I labeled them wrong, I think I need this one. Yep, I did. I labeled it wrong. And I'm not going to fix it either, so I'm just going to have to live with that. Bam! And that should be it. All right, and I think we're going to use a different color train again. This one will be blue. I don't know, just mix it up a little bit, have some extra trains. All right, cool. And we run this simply into the exact same place it went before. And milestone 6 is now upgraded as well. So 4 is done, 5 is done, 6 is done, and 7 we checked is complete. 8, we're at 11k out of 60. These 2 are done, so let's go ahead and claim those. Bam, bam. Looks like Master Chief with cat ears isn't working properly, so let's go figure out what's going on there. I probably forgot to plug something in correctly. Yep, that would be correct. All right, anyways, next up is pins on the bombs. That should be very simple. Now, was the bombs the one that I set up already? It is not, so all we have to do is quite literally cut, pin, and done. Because that's all that we need to actually get that part done. Targets! Now we need to create a third one. Yay! Well, since we're here and there's not much else to do, I'm just gonna get the next 2 done. And then all we have to do is run red, red, white, white, and then we're done. I don't think I've ever managed to calculate something so perfectly. There's a single space left here, and we are still getting maximum red. That is an absolute miracle, and there was no calculation involved, even though I said I'm a genius. I am absolutely not. That was just a complete guess, and I'm very happy it worked out in my favor. All right, well, there's the reds in both, and now we just have to do whites again. Ugh. All right, run it back, I guess. Ah, there we go. White is in. Oh my god, that took forever. And it's just starting to look like a circuit board now. Oh boy. Well, there we go. That should be coming in, and now all we have to do is stack this on top of this, and then we can stack this on this, and then this on that. Maybe there will be some rotation magic we're going to have to do, but hopefully not. For now, I think we just have to stack this one. We have to stack this one, the non-rotated kind, on top of this, or on the bottom. I don't think it's going to matter. And then, yeah, that should be it. And then this needs to do another one of these. Okay, that's janky, but it should work. Good grief, dude. This target thing is just not cool, man. It's not cool. Yeah, I don't know about this whole target thing, man. It's just not. It's not it, man. It takes so long. But we're 31.3k out of 60 on milestone 8, so that's pretty good. We are now officially operator level 40, which is quite impressive, so that's pretty good. And now I guess we're just chilling, waiting. I guess I could probably work on another task in the meantime. Maybe I should make this yellow bug, or maybe do tertiary colors. Let's do tertiary colors. That one actually seems pretty easy. Just to get a start on it. So we need spikes, squares, and all 3 colors. And there's our Master Chief with cat ears. Why don't we just go ahead and do that instead of starting something else? Okay. Unlock. Now we just gotta go paint that part green, it looks like. That's very easy. And it was already prepped and ready to go, so we just have to put down a painting platform. Like that, except that's backwards, of course. The one time that the blueprint is facing the right way is the time that I choose to rotate it twice. So that's typical, and that should be this one done as well. Alright, so I guess we are actually going to be going to work on this. Yep, this looks pretty good to me. Spikes. We can do double mining of the squares, and then bam, bam, bam. Alright, easy enough. What on earth did I copy, bro? Alright, there's that task. And it looks like bombs are completed. I'm going to hold out on claiming that because I am going to have to actually remove that. Send that in, and that is first one of that done. Easy as peasy. So now we can go over here into the bombs, claim the task, and bombs are done. So we no longer need bombs. Well, I guess we can get rid of it then. Goodbye, bombs. That one wasn't actually too bad. Nice. And we got cleared up some more space. Alright, operator level. 17%. Alright, should we work on this next? Yeah, I mean, we're literally just sitting here doing nothing, so. Diamonds, squares, circles, and all of the colors. Alright, first task we need is the yellow diamond corners. Alright, now, do we need any more than that for diamonds? I don't think so. What if we go a little bit inefficient with it? That's what we need. Perfect. Now it needs to rotate once, so let's grab our rotator. Yay. Okay, and now we painted yellow. And that should be painted yellow. Ta-da. And in you go. Now I think I'm going to change the color of this train. We want this train to be, how about green? Do a green one. So that's that done. That's that done. These two we can save up on. Looks like targets are still not working, so let's go figure out why that is. Is it because the die hasn't arrived yet, or it's because it's not working entirely? Yep, that would do it. Oh, great. Why is this not working? Oh, the blue isn't even connected. Oh, wow, because I cut it off. I love it when that happens, so now I'm going to have to wait an additional 20 minutes for that to show up. Ha ha ha! Alright, so it really is just a waiting game now. Maybe I'll go try to find this shape out here in the void somewhere. I bet we could find it. Just gotta look for it. Or if we just go over here and we do a little bit of processing. See, we've got this part right here, and then we've got a semicircle. Or we've got a quarter circle right here, and we got all 3 colors. Let's just do it here. All right, let's get this processed, and then hopefully by the time that we get this one done, milestone 8 will be done. And that should be exactly what we need right there. That went a lot faster than I thought it would. All right, there we go. Get those all stacked together. We can slap down our train station. And honestly, we are quite far away, so I don't even know where the nearest train's going to be. It looks like down. This one, we might have to put another wagon down, but I guess we'll find out, right? I did put 2 stops and 2 wagons, so we'll see how it goes, but for now, yeah, it looks like we're good. All right, we're at 54K out of this. We got a couple of these tasks done. You, got to paint you yellow now, and we got to get a yellow semicircle and put it on the bottom of that. That sounds like a lot of work. So, yeah, I don't know. How's the yellow bug doing? Is this actually working? Yep, it is. It's just taking a little bit. Okay, cool. I guess we could go paint the spikes yellow. That makes sense, right? Yeah, because we got green right here. Yeah, that should be pretty simple. Ta-da! That should be the spikes painted yellow. That was quite simple. I guess we can also go work on the Master Chief with cat ears, get that semicircle painted yellow as well. That shouldn't be too difficult, and by the time this one is done, we should have milestone 8 completed. Ah, and there it is. Milestone 8 complete. I'm going to go ahead and let's just get the rest of this yellow stacked on top of each other. Shouldn't be too difficult considering everything is done. I just need to do the stacking. And the real question is this orientated correctly? This goes on the bottom and the yellow semicircle goes on the top. And that is a Master Chief with cat ears done. So we're going to have to paint everything white next, and that's going to be really annoying. But that'll be for next time, because I think that is going to be it for this episode. We got through quite a bit of stuff. Milestone 8 is done, and looks like next time we are making crystals. I'm a bit scared about making crystals, but I guess we'll find out what that means next episode. To end things off, I think we are going to use our 121 research points to complete the research by getting the 3x3 platform. And let's upgrade vortex inputs as well. Ta Duh. All we have left to do for research points is to upgrade belt cutting and stacking speed to 5 to increase the shape throughput for everything else. Look at that. We are very close to completing this scenario. Now, I know there's some harder scenarios out there, but this one is almost done. With that being said, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, we get to learn what crystals do. Am I excited? Who knows? Kind of nervous, not going to lie. They look a little complicated. Goodbye.